Hey everybody, welcome to Stampers Club. I'm Karen Tralfa, and today I have a really simple yet beautiful card to share with you, created using an exclusive stamp set that you are absolutely going to want to get your hands on. Let me show you. So, this is the Handmade Designs stamp set, which is an exclusive right now during celebration for anyone that purchases the demonstrator starter kit. Demonstrator does not mean you need to be a demonstrator. You can be a happy shopper and enjoy a discount along with the free stamp set and some other products that come during in the starter kit during celebration, January and February 2025. And this is the beautiful yet stunning, simple, right? Easy. Wait till you see how easy this is. And today I've partnered that up with some watercolor pencils. Let me show you how I made this. So I started out with a half a sheet of Coastal Cabana cardstock. I have this one cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So we're just going to fold that in half. Grab my bone folder that went someplace. Oh, there it is. How many of you guys lose things on your table? It's right there, but you can't see it. I seem to constantly be looking for stuff, but if you were to see my table right now, you would probably know why. All right, so I'm going to add a layer here of basic gray and some basic white. Now this one I have embossed with one of the new embossing folders called Plaster. This is actually a larger folder also. So look at the size of this. This is great for scrapbooking. So any of you guys that have that are big scrapbookers and you want to get some texture on your pages, this one is perfect for that. Nice big size. Excuse me, I got this frog in my throat today. So we're going to attach that to the basic gray, just like so. Now I did an 1/8 inch border on this because I didn't want this gray to be super overpowering. Move that over a little bit. All right. I wanted it to be a subtle. This is a very soft, subtle card, but yet super beautiful. All right, so I'm going to put this right in the middle. Sort of a little bit larger of a border here than I a lot of times do. Okay, then here's where we're going to get some magic happening here. So this is my basic white and my stamp. I've chosen to use this pretty little flower here, and I'm going to stamp that in Smoky Slate. This card has one ink pad being used, Smoky Slate. I really like it when things can be, you don't need like 8,000 supplies. Although the demonstrator starter kit does allow you to purchase things for yourself as a happy shopper at a 20% discount, which can be higher in some instances. If you want to know more about that, pop me an email and I'd be happy to chat with you about that, on all of the benefits that you have as a happy shopper. Now, this is the watercolor pencils assortment 2. So as you can see, you get a nice assortment of colors in your watercolor pencils. There are 2 that we sell. I want the Coastal Cabana because I'm using Coastal Cabana as my base. So it works out perfect when I have things to match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go just around right over the lines that are already on the stamped images. As I want to make these a little bit darker. I'm pressing pretty hard here because I want a very deep outline of this stamp, of this image. And there is definitely going to be some magic. Now I have already taken my pencil and kind of like dulled the point. I didn't want a super sharp point for this because I want it to be a little bit wide. So I've already kind of mushed up the end of that pointed pencil because I don't want a lot. I want a little bit more coverage. And we're just going to keep going all the way around this edge here. Doesn't have to be exact. You just want to get some highlighting going on where it's a little bit darker. All right, see if I can get this going a little bit faster. I'm not the fastest colorer. How about you? Are you guys fast colorers? Do you enjoy coloring? I'd love to know about that about you. You can either share that detail over on my Facebook page at Stampers Club, or go ahead and leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here too. I do a few videos a week, so you never know what might pop up here, but it gives you lots of inspiration, that's for sure. And follow along if you want. That's the nice part about YouTube, right? Is you can go back and pause and rewatch, go forward to the parts that you actually want to see. All right, so I've got those all outlined. Now let's see if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see that. So that's all outlined. Now what I want to do is I want to lightly just add color all over the whole thing. I'm not trying to be perfect here. I'm just trying to get a even kind of light spread of color over the whole flower. I'm not pushing very hard, right? See if you can see that now. So you can see how this is all like that now, right? All right, now magic, because this is like scribbling, right? It's like scribbling. Wish I could get that to focus better, but it's just like hashed over. Now, blender pen. These come in a package of 3. They are perfect for this kind of thing. So we're just going to pull this ink around. It doesn't have to be, a lot of pressure. In fact, you don't really want to play with this too much. You just want to kind of spread that around. But it eliminates all of those little fine lines that happened when I did that light coloring all the way around. Now you can go back in and get some of this darker that we did on the outline, and it's going to give you almost a blended shading that's happening. So I'm just making all of the straight lines that I did kind of disappear. But it's creating a lot of highs and lows in the coloring. So you get like almost a watercolor look, because they are watercolor pencils. Now you could use a aqua painter, or wet paintbrush. You could do that too, but I would suggest if you do that to actually use watercolor paper. All right, now the magic of these is you don't have to have one for every color. Just get a piece of paper and it goes back clear. So you just kind of wipe the ink out. So even if you were to get ink right out of here and color with it, you just like that, and then the ink comes out of the tip. So those are super easy to do. All right, so let me move that out of my way so I don't wear it. So you can see it's now just this nice subtle Coastal Cabana color. And I am going to map that onto a piece of basic gray, following my gray theme here. So I'm just using 2 colors here, Coastal Cabana and basic gray. Okay. And this I want on dimensionals, of course. You knew this was coming, guys. I very, very, very seldom use cards without make cards without dimensionals. It just really ups the elegance and the status for very little money, right? And easy to do by adding just a little bit more dimension to your project. All right. Now I have just another strip of the Coastal Cabana. Bring that basic gray back in. And let's get this just right here. That's a little crooked. Let's try that one more time. I did bring enough paper here. Much better. I like that one better. All right, so I'm gonna grab some. My ink pad just landed in my trash can. My husband on occasion comes in and helps me out and gets my trash put away, but I have to always stop him to make sure that I didn't do just that, lose things in the trash bin. All right, so here I'm gonna grab a couple more dimensionals too for my greeting. I don't have a very big table here in Florida, so my trash bin is pretty close. I think I only have about a 4-foot table here. So I'm gonna just go, let's go right about here. Perfect. A little splash of color. That might be a little crooked. It looks crooked to me. See if I can straighten that up. That looks a little better. All right, so bling. Got to have some bling, right? I mean, this card's great just like this, but look, this is going to be super, super quick and easy just to add some fun little rhinestones to this. I'm going to grab a bigger one, and I'm going to put it here, and then a small one. Give it a little there, and let's grab another big one. You know what? I'm going to do this as I said the big, but it was a little one. I'm going to grab a big one and put it right there. Just a little extra bling. And voila. So, you know, based on where I stamped in the position that I put that flower, you know, my bling's in a little bit of a different spot. But I'd love to know whether or not you've tried watercolor pencils and a blender pen. Leave me a comment. Let me know whether you have or you haven't, and whether you enjoyed doing it or not. Everybody likes to color in a different manner with different mediums, but I really always forget about the simple things like watercolor pencils because they're just so darn easy to add color to your project. And if you have any questions about that demonstrator starter kit, go ahead and shoot me an email. You can also call me, but with the kit, you get to select $125 worth of product of your choice, not predetermined for you. It can include online exclusive items, and you will receive the Handmade Designs, the Handmade Designs stamp set, along with your choice of 2 sets of markers. So you get 20 markers also, 2 sets of 10 markers. And you only have to pay $99 plus sales tax. It ships for free. And then any of your other additional purchases that you create, that you make afterwards, you get a 20% discount on. So bonus, bonus, bonus as a happy shopper there, right? So love to hear from all you guys. In the meantime, you guys have a great afternoon and have a stamp happy day. Bye now.